What y'all up to? What's going on, Bradley? Big day tomorrow. I know, Trey Balls. I know. And what is I know. Yes, of course we're in, but I gotta deal with Mitch Barnhart trying to put us in the play-in game. My God, it's gonna suck. MTL was good. I'm kind of nervous about hearing our name. I'm just gonna hate I'm gonna hate the draw. I'm gonna hate the situation. I'm just being such a loser tonight. Golly. I saw a projection. I saw a projection that had I swear to God. Y'all stop tweeting me. Stop tweeting me. Pardon my French. Stop sending me, stop tweeting me, messaging me. Stop sending me loser shit, please, and thank you. Golly. I can't even be negative for 2 seconds because I'm getting overwhelmed with the whole nation of negativity. So now I got to get positive all of a sudden. God, just to survive. Ugh. Man, anxiously watching Oregon State. There are a ton of teams that you got to think. A bubble is last four in, first four out, the next four. So we're talking about 16 different teams that are considered bubble. So, and if we were number one out of the 16, and all those 16 would have to jump you to put you out of the tournament, you would drive yourself crazy watching all the games with all the bubble situation. Oh, I didn't even watch the Western. You breaking news to me. Western still might get an at-large. What's going on, Stacy? I don't see how. I mean, we beat them. we beat them by 20. I mean, is Western going to get an at-large over us? Of course, Duke is saying they'll play if they get in. Oh, right. I wouldn't even. Mac versus Crone in the first four. Right. Like listen, everybody at the studio, they're praying that we don't get into the tournament. They're literally praying. No, marketing. Drew wants us to make the tournament, and marketing wants us to be in the tournament. Everybody else is praying we don't make the tournament. Trust me. They're literally praying to the sports gods. Oh man, don't be that way. Do not be that way. I tell you what, I didn't like seeing Texas Tech on our draw, that 6th seed. Oh, yeah, Christopher. You know why you hear that? You hear that because that's what everybody wants. They want Louisville to end up on the playing game so everybody in the media can have a good time of saying, oh, fire the coach. So you can spend the whole time saying, coach is on the hot seat. Coach is on the hot seat. That's the only thing that drives radio or media, sports media. But Mitch Barnhart is going to have his hand in all. Oh God, he is going to work us totally. Shout out Marvelous Marvin Hagler. True that. Yep. Nobody else even around the Bo Roberts, the committee chair. No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like you just have to know that he works the system. Think about it. He complained 1 year and was on the board the next and the chair the year after. How can you let that man be the chair of the tournament committee? I'm not playing that game. I listen. I know what you're saying. Look, I feel you on this too. I guess we're doing some kind of show or whatever, but yeah, might not make the tournament. Their quad wins and losses are shaky. That sucks too. And here's the thing: Western beat Alabama. I want to hear how Rick and Shaka Smart won their conference championship. Still think back. Oh yeah, you're gonna get that too. I hope. What's going on, Charles? Got to hear your thoughts on Pitino. Of course, Pitino was getting in. The hell you talking about? Of course, Rick Pitino was going to get his team into the tournament. Like, did you doubt that for 1 second? Did you doubt that for 1 second? Man, like dude, he is going to get in. He pushes his teams to the limits all the time. He is intense. He is a taskmaster type of coach. He leaves no stone unturned. Of course he's in. Of course he's getting his team in. Y'all know that too. But like everybody else, you run it. Anytime you see you get a good coach, you run him right on off. You find something, Tom Jerk. Oh man, great. Tom Jerk's news stories. That's going to be a week of content. Idiots. Yes, listen, the loser mentality just kills me. Listen, I'm not praying we don't make the tournament, but in that studio there's praying. No, because listen, they pray for destruction on a daily basis. They pray for Louisville destruction because they don't like sports like that. That's why it's a bigger, like, okay, their rationale is if Louisville plays good but doesn't win a championship, that's not good to talk about. They like to fire coaches because you can talk about who's the next coach and who you should have went after and who did this and who. Like, think about it. They can't stop talking about Rick right now. They wasn't giving Rick was here. They wasn't giving Rick his props. When Rick brought in Donovan Mitchell, you know what they said? Rick's really lost it in the recruiting world. Rick brought in Jordan Wara. Rick, I mean, he just doesn't here. I mean, he's just not getting the guys. I mean, Rick's way over the hill in his recruiting back. I mean, it's just every single year, right in my I gotta listen to this stuff. Need a big second half from Colorado. They play hard. I watched Colorado and they play really, really hard. Yeah, it's not y'all. It's people who just like to dog out coaches. They're envious of what the coaches make. You know what I'm saying? They're envious because coaches is getting it in. And, for that kind of money, no. We'll get in. Best believe we can't play Iona because they won the conference tournament. They're already in, so we won't be in that. We won't be in that one. No. Listen, we are a blue blood, but when the chair is your rival, he's there. That's the only. Listen, Barnhart is the only reason we don't get the blue blood treatment in tourney situations. That's the reason. And David Scott at ESPN. First four play on Thursday. Hold on. That's my take. I'm sticking to it. I feel. Hold on. Let me see. God. We're gonna be playing somebody good. Yes, Lawrence. You know what? I meant to do that. Sorry, y'all. Sorry, real quick. I forgot to do that. What y'all think about this one? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Cam Fletcher transferring out of Kentucky. Did y'all see that one coming? Oh, yeah, bet he is. Dale Young, we can't play on an automatic bid, can't play. Right. But I do get your point. So what odds URL versus Iona and take it? Yeah, you can't do that. Some fans are obsessed with seeing live streaming the game, little fan groups. I didn't see that, Johnson, but that's funny. How about Duke trying to force committee's hand in that? Right? If somebody's out, we'll fill right in. Leave no stone unturned. Yeah, and his coaching style. I didn't. Did I miss the joke on that one? Yeah, I know, Bickett. I know. I was sitting around chilling, talking to the secretary, and what else was I doing? Just scrolling and crap and cleaning up and doing a bunch of silly stuff. It's pitiful to root for. I know, Fabian. That pisses me off on a daily basis. That's what pisses me off. That's why Tom Jurich was the way he was towards the media. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you're literally making either exaggerating negatives or just pointing out the negatives just for the sake of laughter on the radio, content on the radio, and not like a rivalry thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I let it be clear it's just rivalry related when I'm making fun of Kentucky. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't want the kids not to succeed in life. And yeah, but rooting because again, coaches getting fired is great for sports radio in their opinion. It makes me sick. Page 11, see, right? He's trying to restructure the tournament seating. Yeah, if Jordan would have been under Rick, he probably wouldn't have been here 4 years. Also Ricky P is huge. You ain't getting that one. Georgetown hurting us, not really. Colorado took the lead. Yeah, like we're past the bubble, the last four in stuff. At this point, they're gonna seed you how they want to seed you. Like you're in, but you're at the back end being in. If you're anything 10 seed and up, anything can happen. Basically you're just gonna. All you got to see is what screwed up matchup we're gonna get. I know, but we'll let everybody dream. I wouldn't mind getting on a turnaround. Oh no, that's right. Johnson, like I said, in the media, they all wanted him gone. He was over the hill, can't do this, can't do that. Well, why isn't anybody, giving him a job then? It's like, yeah, I went through that and I was in there. Let's start the movement. We're the people, honestly. Fletcher is addition by subtraction. He was the head case. It's possible, but he damn sure didn't want to be. We knew he was getting out of there. Mass exodus, I could see that happening, but everybody except for Askew. As long as we're like 20 years, you can ever switch to Louisville. What was his name? Wasn't like Marvin Stone? We can get Lawrence Twitter tag so we can follow him, listen to him after the game. Lawrence is in here. Lawrence, post your Twitter. Who would have thought that would happen? Yeah, Marvin Stone, rip, yep. Okay, I ain't gonna jump ahead too much. During the years, Denny was locker room aware of fan unhappiness. Curious how that goes. Let me read that again. During the late years of Denny, was the locker room aware of fan unhappiness? Players, you didn't hear people blaming Denny. You heard people. Here's the thing. In those years, people would tell you to your face, look, you couldn't go out in public. You knew you couldn't go out in public because people was letting you know about yourself. You go to the mall, if you suck, they're like almost talking to you like, what you doing out here? Like, you're not allowed to be out in public. Like, y'all got busted. So not really. Players know when they suck and when they've been stinking it up. But team coming in next year, can we press more play up tempo? We can. I mean, coach is he's gonna have to expand his game a little bit. Yeah, I think so too. We'll see though. Never know, second round set Barrett against Minnesota. You're right, Iona against Minnesota. We're gonna get kicked out because of Cincy. That would be the worst. No, we're not getting kicked out. See what I'm saying? Like, you're just finding ways for us to not be in the tournament. Like, we had 12 things happen that were great for us, and you find the one. Don't do that. Don't do that, Big Kid. Red blood movement. Great unless it's Cal. Oh, yeah, right. That's funny. Speaking of, you just reminded me. Look at this, y'all. Did y'all see this? Did y'all see this right here? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jeff Goodman. Rick Pitino will be coaching in the NCAA tournament. John Calipari will not be coaching in the NCAA tournament. Anyone have this prior to the season? Kendrick Perkins' response. Hold on, let me get this off the board. Look at Kendrick Perkins' response. That's the results you get when you actually have to coach. Don't mind me, though. Carry on. Woo! Woo! Bang! Bang! Shots fired! Woo! Kendrick Perkins wants all the smoke, y'all. Where did that come from? You would think Kendrick Perkins is a Louisville guy. Did y'all know that? Had y'all seen that already? Ooh, shots fired. I don't know if y'all saw that before. Let me get some of these. So Georgia Tech is, yep, it's definitely a quad one win now. Over here, you put it off. That could have helped our resume. I'm telling you, Mac versus Cronin in the first round. Well, yeah, okay, Marvin Stone. Bang, bang. Askew transferring to Iona. That would be funny. Askew, he couldn't play for Rick. You see Bozic op-ed today speculating Kenny Payne to DePaul. Dwayne Peebles. Yeah. We were telling you that, Chuck. We told you that 15 months ago. We said be on the lookout for that move. But I think he's doing so well with the Knicks that maybe not. Don't want the people's dream of playing Iona to come true. But would be out for blood. That would be funny. Hold on. Let me keep going. No social media in the days. Right. That's a fact. Ricky P being Ricky P. Yeah, he can coach, man. Hold on. Quinn got his whole left arm tatted. I didn't see that at all. Mac has the no fans are happy. Mac is disconnected with the outside world, David. But here's the problem. Here's the problem. Sometimes fans act unhappy way too much. So then all of a sudden it's like, well, they always unhappy. That's the problem. Okay, when Matt gets a couple good wins and the fans are like, oh, well, let's just wait till February. So you basically erase everything he does and say only the difficult games matter. So if you act unhappy all the time, there's no difference between when the fans really aren't happy or when they're just complaining. So when you don't say, okay, he did a good job here and a bad job there, then there's no difference. It's like listening to somebody who, it's the same way with Rick. Listen to somebody who hated Rick. You hated him all the time. You complained about Donovan. You complained about Jordan. You complained about Malik. You complained about Ray Spalding. You complain. And then when he actually does mess up, it's just like, oh, you're complaining some more about him messing up. So yeah, that's why I say, you gotta have different, you gotta compliment them when they're doing good and say it when it going bad. Lou the Writer Sports says he does have a YouTube channel. So is Lou the Writer Sports? Is that your YouTube name? Perk from the top rope. That's a fact. That's a fact. I don't know where that came from. I didn't know he didn't like Cal or he didn't respect Cal. Truth is true. I used to be in Robbins Roots in the late 80s and early 90s after losses. Players were very careful. Right. I couldn't go to the mall when we got drugged. Yeah, people, I think it's hard enough being on campus when you get drugged. People realize that. No, they realize that. They realize he has a top recruiting class, but just built in. Like I said, you don't like the style, but you can't just dig into, oh, I don't like the style, so I'm gonna just hate on everything he does because you don't like the defensive style. Because if you have, that's like saying, why does Florida State recruit so many forwards? That's all Florida State has is forwards. Some of them can handle the ball, some of them can't. You want to have a roster full of 6'7", 6'8". You know what I'm saying? Like, I know he wants some big men, but he don't like even Denny Crum. Like, you don't want big stiffs. You need guys that can play. Deion Edward was our big man. He can handle anybody. We were never out size like that, and we switched everything. And Alexander's 6'8.5", 6'9". He can help. It's about toughness. You don't necessarily have to have big lumbering centers. It's nice to have them. Yet Lars, they want to know your YouTube channel. Post it up. I'm personally happy for Rick. I know there are people aren't. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, but here's the problem. I can separate people's political beliefs from whatever else. I can separate the two. I don't have any problem compartmentalizing stuff like that. So I'm not one who cares about, I don't care about what people, I don't judge people. Maybe I care, but I don't judge infidelity. I don't judge poor decisions like outside of the workplace or whatever. So I'm happy for him. You know what I'm saying? And just like I said, this is how I'm set up. All day and Quinn gets an arm tattoo. Oh. Reggie, what's going on? It's Mr. Bennett. Do you really want Illinois after the day? What do you really think? You're gonna have to play some good teams. What's Reginald? Colorado down 8, first 4. Here we come. Well, why are you addicted to finding a result that could be bad for it? You didn't talk about the other 10 results that we got that were good. Golly. Rick is like an ex-husband wife. It started out good, didn't he? Good. Wish you well. It's time to move on. Listen, you have your opinion on that, but he's arrogant. You think Mac is arrogant? He is everything except for arrogant. He is stubborn, yes. Arrogant, not in the least. You're just mad at him right there. Don't spread. You know he is not arrogant. Don't spread that. He is not arrogant. And then Perk had Cal in his sights, straight up sniper. People are loving on Rick now until we get slapped on the head. They'll be back hating him. That's a fact check. Love Players Mac is bringing in how he's building the roster. Like I said, I mean, he's got again. Somebody made that other point. Rick was third. Look, somebody. Who was it? Did y'all see what Rick's record was? Hold on. You know what? Maybe I got it. Hold on. Maybe I sent it to myself. Maybe not. Hold on. Maybe I sent it to myself. Can't. Okay, I don't have it. But the point is, what if I told you that Coach Mack has a better or identical record as Coach Pitino it's in his first 3 years at Louisville, and Coach Mack's in a tougher conference? What if I told you that? That won't matter. You'll just say, oh yeah, that still don't mean anything. If Mack had a better record in his first 3 years than Rick Pitino in a tougher conference with a tougher schedule, college basketball is down now. You see what I'm saying? That's a no-win situation. I think he stays at Iona. Because they were the only one to take a chance on him. I think he stays. Fair enough, Will. Fair enough. Comes off as arrogant in his press conference. No, he does not. You're just mad at him right now. Oh. Yeah, the Big Ten would not let Indiana get away with hiring him. Indiana wouldn't let Indiana get away with hiring. Yeah, Chuck Samaki looks dead like his dad. Yeah, right, Jocelyn. Yeah, like that. And look, that stat don't matter either. If you hate him, you hate him. We are bored. Okay, put it this way: if Jalen Withers dunked the ball like he was supposed to, would that make you feel better about Mac? If Malik was a dunker, would that make you feel better about Mac? Like what would make you feel better about? Like I said, I did the game watch. Go back and look at the beginning of the year, Seton Hall. Look at how much cutting and running and we were doing. And Jalen Withers just wasn't. We had a board of trustees problem. Listen, we got our whole board reorganized by the state, which was a legal move. Yeah, Cardi, I feel you got your opinion on that. I don't. How do you ball out the coach in just 3 years when your team is in the middle of top conference every year and make it make sense? I know. It didn't make good conversation to just give somebody his props. Right. When he just said, yeah, is that it? They play better than us. You think he's not okay? What if you rolled up his sleeve and saw that he cut himself in the arm every time he lost the game? Would that make you feel better or make you think he's a psycho? You think he's not like dying? You see how skinny he done got throughout the year? He's just as bad as Rick. Like he's not just sitting around having a good time when he loses. He just doesn't like discussing with all this emotion on camera. Like he doesn't feel like being an entertainer like that. Like when he loses the game, he does the press conference. He wants to get back to talking to his team. So when they're asking questions, "Oh, could you have made more adjustments?" He's like, "Yeah, I probably should have made some adjustments. Yeah, hey, they did some things we didn't have an answer for." He wants to get back to his team. He's just not an entertainer like that. He's a former basketball player. He's pissed off. I don't want to answer questions. I'm gonna answer these questions. Hey, yeah, I probably should have, made a couple moves. And you're asking this after the third game. You pretty much dominated Coach K out of 5 times you played him. You just lost to him. It's not like, and the sky's not falling. He don't want to answer those questions like that. But it's not used to his style. Give him time. No, he can't give him time. Yeah, look, Lauren, you're not allowed to give people time nowadays. That's illegal. Did he dunk hard against Duke? He got an and one against Duke. That was a tough one. Some call it arrogance, some call it savage. Some people don't know the difference between arrogance and confidence. Yeah, like I say, he does know what he's doing. But again, Vicky, I feel you, and I can do the stubborn. It's definitely not arrogant. It's that, yeah. I just disagree with that 100%. Of course, Georgia Tech looks better. It makes sense. That's what I'm saying. I'm mad too. I'm mad too. Look. Sometimes, listen. When I go back to doing the game reviews, which I'll probably do something tonight, I'm gonna be mad too. Look, I'm gonna watch the game and I'm gonna say, you know what, Pickett was right about you. Your arrogant self off my team. You really like the pack line D offensive rebound. I'm not sold. Okay, I understand what you're saying. Yes, your offensive execution can get better. Yes. When we are, but again, and you need to compare it to the teams we're playing against, and when you don't have the top 7 players like Kentucky is long enough where you don't have to pack it in like that. Like if we had a bunch of Jalen Withers, we could run man to man and chase people around like that. Like you gotta work with what you got. Honestly, 6-11 matchup with Colorado would be pretty good for us. Not impressed. We're gonna have to bring it anyway. Whether if it's Colorado, if it's Texas Tech, whoever it is, you're gonna have to bring it. So I'm like, cool. I'm not mad at Mac. Like he can pick up his pace. Archie Miller, yeah. Don't compare Mac to Archie Miller. I mean, that's not right. Like David's not been playing great. Like, I mean, I don't like the fact that they don't block shots, but I also understand why he doesn't want teams shooting free throws on us all day. You're making them earn every bucket. Miss Rodmack, we yell any kind of shooting. How does Stevie Daddy Valentine keep getting those ACC championship games or the big games? He's always worth 3 points either way. Yeah, the problem is you just don't know which way it is with Teddy. What else? Oh, that was against Virginia. That was against Virginia with the Jalen Withers dunk. That wasn't Duke. That wasn't Duke with the hard dunk. That was when he did the spin on Jay Huff. Right, Sean. You know what they say? Oh, he plays with great pace when the shots are going in. I agree with that. Yes, very inconsistent. Yeah, that makes me sad. It's just a fact. Like, I mean, you can keep on blaming that on Mac all you want, but Oh, you're gonna have to play more, JJ. I just think he's coming off his little pause. I think he's pressing. Teddy's excellent, official, flamboyant, but excellent. Shaw, look, Shaw, y'all better get off Teddy. What do you think about the personal adjustments this year? Personnel adjustments. I would like more substitutions, of course, but JJ, like his mistakes stand out a little more. But Jalen Withers coach can't stop David Johnson. What you gonna do? Bench David Johnson when he's turning it over? Like you're hoping Jalen Withers starts to get it. I think you should have played JJ Moore still. I think he'd be a lot further on. I think Josh Nickelberry should have played a lot more. I definitely would have stuck Gabe in there a couple minutes. So, like all the stuff, there's room for growth and all this stuff. So, yeah, personnel. Sometimes he makes excellent moves, but we don't ever compliment when he makes great substitutions. We never talk about that on here. Those players, they play outside. It's right. Right. You got to get guys that naturally like being around the basket. Sam has been our second most consistent player since his benching. I agree. Yeah, people forget Rick's first 3 years, to NCAA tournaments and NIT. Don't forget to change the clocks up in an hour. Yeah, the one on the microwave is just gonna. Oh God. Lacked preseason practice, COVID pauses made way from very inconsistent, mistake-filled season. I mean, right? I mean, you got to be doing something right, y'all. Like I said, with the recruiting rankings he's pulled in, he's got to be doing something right. Discussed about Lil Samaki. That's funny. Yeah. I listen. I'll fight that. I'll join that army. Need fundamentals. I would say, hey, wellness check on B Hall. No NCAA. No, he's good. He's proud of his team. He likes his Western Kentucky product. So yeah, he does not need a wellness check. Can't wait to see I was looking at Twitter, said can't wait to see the ratings for the Iona game. Nickelberry is out after this year. Why would he leave? No, that kid can play. He's locked in too, man. I don't think he's going anywhere. Right. So you never change the clock. Do we think our forwards move enough without the ball? I mean, maybe you should rephrase that question. Maybe you should rephrase that. Okay, put it this way. If our guy dribbles and gets stopped and he reverse pivots, a forward is supposed to dive. But a lot of times they might hesitate and then dive. You're dead. You know what I'm saying? So if I say, okay, I showed it. I showed it on yesterday's tape. Okay, on the out of bounds play, I showed it on the recording, right? We ran this out of bounds play, and what happened is That's cute. What happens is, um, JJ's sitting there. Okay, JJ's supposed to hold his hand up, 1,000, and he's supposed to set a screen for Carly, right? He's sitting there holding his hand up to get the ball. And then they yell, JJ. And then he kind of looks and then he goes and says it. By then, everybody's just standing around. All it takes is one person to like not instantly make the right, the right move. And everything gets stagnant. You know what I'm saying? So that stuff takes practice. It takes a year of off season. It takes all that good stuff. I'm alum WKU. I'm not happy. Are you happy with the Are you happy with the whatchamacallit? Are you happy with the player, the personnel out there? Ross, what's going on? Should I not be all right? We need shooters. Let's go with Carleek and David coming back. We got one of those. We got one of the best ones. What's going on, Reggie? I know, Reggie. I ain't got started, man. I took a late nap and I don't know, man. I don't know. Your boy may been getting anxious around tournament selection. I'm just on water. I just had some warm lemon water. They're spotting up outside too much. But okay, Bill. Okay, Bill. Which one of those forwards on there like to be in the paint? Which one of our forwards really are comfortable near the basket? I'll wait. That's what I'm saying. Sam wants to shoot outside. Jalen Withers wants to shoot outside. David goes to the basket. Carleek goes to the basket. Quinn, he pretty much wants to shoot outside. JJ is willing to go to the basket. He's getting better. He's getting more physical. Gabe is the only guy. Like Malik didn't mind being around the basket. Those guys like naturally. So Coach Matt can keep on yelling, take it to the basket, take it to the basket. But if guys don't like being around the paint, it's hard to break those. It's hard to break those habits. So now you have to go recruit some dudes that don't mind being closer to the basket. Josh Nickelberry can get to the basket, but he's not confident right now. He's not going to the basket. He's not trying to take it to the. That's what I'm saying. If there was a guy, if you had a guy who liked contact around the basket, and if he wasn't cutting hard to the basket, you would say, okay, there's a problem. But none of those guys even want to be in there. They don't want to be in there to paint. And coach can scream till he's blue in the face. Dunk the ball. But until your spirit changes, when you get caught up in the action, they're just looking for jump shots. That's what a lot of these kids are doing. Listen, Bill, like I said, yeah, I think they should be cutting to the basket too. I wanted to go get to the basket and get buckets. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not in your nature, you wait for somebody else to do it. And then hope you get a chance to spot up for a three. It sucks. No, I'm good. Just wait for the thing. Having a discussion. Yeah, no evening cocktails. That's what it is. No, we're just having good discussions. Who's the one team player you absolutely don't? Of course, I always said Illinois. I just don't want. Like I said, I don't. That's a tough question. because I mean, I understand what you mean by that, but let's say we run into just an outside shooting team and we beat them, but they don't have any kind of inside presence. Of course, I'm gonna be happy that we won, but I'm not gonna be like satisfied with that win. But if we get a team that loves to like pound the backboard and we beat that kind of team, I'll be really, really excited. So I kind of want to play a team that has a good inside because I want our guys to start getting tougher. You know what I'm saying? If it means we got to go get crushed on the boards, you know what I'm saying? I can handle that because that will be Coach Mac's number one off-season focus. You know what I'm saying? Rebounding. So I can handle that. And getting people in there the basket, learn how to finish. I swear to God, y'all. I don't know who y'all listen to. Yeah, Ross, I hear you. Yeah, he's gonna have to step up his intensity. Yeah, he can shoot. You can tell he can shoot. You see him shoot. Y'all don't think we have an answer for anybody. I'm gonna do some game film. I'm gonna do some game film before I get maybe Ross is right. uh, look, maybe Ross is right. Maybe my energy is maybe I am just pissed off at y'all tonight. Maybe y'all done pissed me off. Maybe the internet and just losing mentality just drove me crazy. So y'all get out of here. Enjoy your replays. Enjoy your tournament selections. I think I'm going to go to the studio and do a little tournament talk tomorrow, but we'll see.